How you doing, Tech Pants? How you doing? I would say, hey, how you doing, solo community too. But unfortunately, the other channel I have is not like it used to be. I know some people are still doing solar. Um, so my battery I got back in 2021 um, stopped working yesterday. So I went to check my phone to see what was going on. And let's tilt the camera over here a little bit. Okay. So when let me twist over here. Okay. That's a little better. That's good enough. Yeah. I got a readout on my phone, and I went to look. I'm using this app. Let's see where it is. Okay, Solar Life BT. So, Solar Life BT. Solar Life BT is not going to show it up now. It would show up here. Here. It won't show up here now because it's not there no more. So, when it did show up, I clicked on it and it said only the panel was working, but it wasn't charging the battery. All the battery data, God, everything wiped. So I thought it was the app. When I went inside the vehicle, there's an MPPT that is the box that controls everything. That's the heart of the solar. That takes solar, converts it into the 12 volt, and it sends it to the battery, keeps the battery charged, so it's flowing. The rays come down, hits the panel, right? I should draw a picture so you can understand what I'm saying. But I don't have anything near me here. Never do have anything near me. It's a shame. Let's see if I can draw a picture. There's never a piece of paper too. What is this for? Got a marker. So basically, what we're looking at is this. Okay, so you have the sun, right? And then you have the panel on the vehicle, right? So let's say SUV. And then we have this box. I don't like the piece of paper, but it's not the best. Okay, let me draw this again. You got the sun, S-U-N, and then the SUV. So we have a panel that looks like this. It covers the whole dashboard pretty much. So it's called, they call it PV. Okay, and then we'll just call SUV. Okay, so the sun hits the panel. There's two leads. They're called MC4s. Okay, one is negative, so we'll call that N, and one is called P, positive. They have a special connector that just plugs right in. So we have these two connectors. They go into an MPPT solar controller. That's the best thing you can get. So they go into that. I paid like $59 on Amazon. I bought two of them because I thought, hey, it'll come in handy one day, right? I can't believe that I don't think they both went out on me. I won't know until, I'm not going to use them this time. I have another one. I bought another one. And the one I bought is more popular. It's smaller, has USB. You can hook up a light to it. It has options, where this one doesn't have that feature. It's Bluetooth. It's a BT. So you need an app on your phone, the app, to look on the data. So this is basically what's happening here. So this transmits to the phone, okay, by BT. BT is Bluetooth, also known as PAN. PAN, PAN. Private network. Okay. So, or like VPN, or something like that. So PAN. So here's the sun. It hits the solar panel, goes into this. Okay. So when it goes into this box, A, G, M, and then we have two leads, P and N, goes into the battery. So we have a PGM. Here's the battery. BATTER. And this is the way it's built in the. This is the way it's built in the car. So we have so you have the sun hits the solar panel, right? In the dashboard, it's tilted outward. Okay, that goes into this box, then goes into the battery. So what's the premise of doing this? See, the olden days, it was called trickle charge. The battery is 43 amp, okay? So I use a 20 amp MPPT, okay? That's good. You don't want to have the same matching amperage. You know, you don't want to keep away from that. The panel does, I think it's 18 volts to 23 volts. So this converts those into here, into 12 volt, boom, back to this, and that's how it. Now, what's the purpose of having this? Keeps the battery, it lasts longer, right? Because it's keeping the battery fully charged. But remember, it only works with the sun. Sun, cloudy, so you have options of the sun, a cloudy day, and halogen lights. Bright halogens, yeah, lights, yeah. The lights you see in the garages, they can charge. Because I went away and I had it parked in the garage. It was fully charged when it came out. Okay, so if the battery is rated 4 to 6 years by them at the shops when you get it, because if you buy the best, I bought the best one. It was a platinum AGM, right? Not a Walmart. I know Walmart would have it, but it might have to be special ordered. Okay, and you pay about $250 for it. And that's a lot of money, $250. But hey, you want something that's gonna last. I need that because I do a lot of, you have surrounds. I mean, you have 7 speakers and a subwoofer, 270 watts. You have multi backup camera. You have I have all kinds of stuff in there. Okay, so on average, that battery can last between 3 years. So with this setup here, it lasts longer. It can last up to, as we know, 5 years. So by the 5th year, you need a new battery. So that's what you have to do. This one I got to take it out myself because it's completely dead. I have a booster. When I hook up the booster to it, it was beeping. When it was beeping like that, that means there's no battery. The battery is completely dead. Flatline. That's the flatline battery. You can't charge it no more. But what I don't understand is why the lights on. This shows you battery and the quality of the battery in this MPPT, and everything was fused. It's like it was fused, like you couldn't communicate. You can communicate with it, you can search it out, but everything was locked. I don't know. It needs to be tested out, and it's kind of hard. I have solar panels in the house, but the house solar panels uses a different kind of battery. I use 20-volt batteries. I built my own solar generator. I used metal shanks to build it, and there's a special box in there, like a solar inverter. And the solar inverter, it takes a converter, I should say, converter inverter. It's converter inverter. It takes 18 volts or higher and converts it into 12 volts. They go into, because the batteries I'm using on that are 20 volt, the same batteries you see, or you can use higher too, the same kind of batteries you see in a gardening, tools like Black & Decker. I use those kind of batteries. I have about a total 148 watts. With the solar panels, it's about 140 watts, and everything MC4 with the fuses. You gotta have those fuses. Oh boy, you need fuses, because if it's just short, you can wipe out the whole thing. So I have that thing running since 2021, no problems. Yeah. No problems. And what does this do for me? I have two 12-inch sockets, 12 volt sockets. You can plug anything in. I have, I think, 6 type C's and maybe 4 type. Wait, no, sorry, 6 type 3 and 4 type PD and type C. That's type C. Yeah, so you can charge a laptop with it or run a laptop with it. I took the whole thing out and I tried to start the vehicle, but you can't start the vehicle with it. You need a special kind of adapter booster, but you can plug that adapter booster, that cranking amp chip, to crank the car over, or SUV. That can crank up 600 amps, and crank it up, but it can't work if the battery's completely dead. But hey, that's it. So that's what I'm facing. So I'm trying. I'm not using the same. I have another one of the same brand, and I'm using another brand. Because the brand has, we call well, I can't say the word. Crazy lights. Okay, I'll say that. Crazy lights. I'm gonna say the other word, but that's what's on there, and I'll keep track on the battery that way. What's the purpose of all this? Besides keeping the battery charged, you get an extra boost, gas mileage increase. Alternator don't have to work as much. Because the panel, the large panel, it's an RV panel I have. It's keeping the battery fully powered and doing some less on the alternator, right? You can save on the alternator too. You can get a boost. See, you're waiting on the light, and cars are right there. And I'm not saying you're racing anybody, but if the sun is hitting that panel and you have a lot of current, you get a boost, and those injectors will go like that. Yeah. But you have to build it correctly to get that, and I did that. People come in my vehicle and they, wow, what's this? Everything light up. They don't know what is that. I built it myself. And that's what I built this myself, and that's the way it works. If you get 20 volt or 10 volt, you get this trickle charger vehicle. But if you want to do more, get a larger panel. I wouldn't get them. It depends on how big your battery is in your vehicle. You might need a bigger panel. Yeah, I have it mounted in the windshield because it works. Yeah. I have it's called an EFE, I think, EFE or something like that. It's a flexible, it's black, it's very thin, but it works very good. I have no problem with it. It lasts a long time. It works. So I had to buy a battery, and that's about it. I put it in. The other thing with the battery is, it's this pain in the neck. You have those little hooks, and you have to get them hooked right. And if they don't hook right, then the battery will shake. Because you don't want a battery that's shaking. It has to be tight in there. And I plug the left and right into the battery. But I got to make sure that the battery is connected to the MPPT first. Okay, before you connect the panel. Okay. Because once you got that connected, you don't have to worry about nothing. Then you connect the panel. You got to make sure those wires are connected. I have to make sure. So what I have to do is, oh boy, it's a lot of work. Yeah. Once that all done, then I'm okay. But that's basically what's happened. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I did take a video, but I got to do it all over again. It's hard to show and do it at the same time. So should you do it? It depends. But you might not have the same kind of setup that I have. Some vehicles you can do it and get away with it. Some vehicles that look like a truck, you can get away with it. You said to pick up a truck, an old pickup truck, and you can do it. So it's better if you start off fresh. But you need an AGM battery. I wouldn't put a lead acid battery. And the lithium-ion batteries, they were trying out with 12 volt, but it can't start up the vehicle. So what you can do is have a backup battery, a lithium-ion battery, but you have to keep it cool. So that's the whole thing. Unless you use a lead battery, another AGM battery in there, and you have another solar panel hooked up to that, and you can use that as a backup. So you say you get 2 batteries for your vehicle, one for the engine and one for accessories. And if the main battery goes, then you can switch it around. But that's the only drawback with all this. When your battery goes bad, that's it. The generator too. The solar keeps it. The whole thing, the process works very good. But that's what I did. Okay. Well, hey, thanks for listening. Okay. You might learn something. All right. Okay, that's it. Bye for now. Keep going with your tech stuff. Um, More stuff is coming. It's gonna take a while. I have something coming. It should be here Monday. I'm waiting for that to come. Looking forward to that. Something different. And we can talk about that. But we did get something else here too. It's as long as it has a computer, or it has memory, or runs on batteries, like that, and it's used for many things. We have another one here. I didn't take a video or anything because it was a long story, but I'll explain in the next. Well, that's a video in a couple of videos. Okay, I let you go.